Guys, I'm back with another pin video. This time we're going to go through one of my smaller bags. It features some of my smaller collections. I'm sorry for any of the background noise that you might pick up. I have my dog here and some other people in the house as well. So let's get right into it. The first page is my Mickey and one Minnie pin. So it's also sort of my castles. So the first one on the upper left is just Mickey and Magic Kingdom. This pin is a little funny because it's almost the exact same as this pin. And I actually got this pin first, but I got it in the same store as I got this pin. And what the person told me was that this pin had been around for such a long time that maybe Disney changed the colors over time. Or maybe these colors just faded over time. But I got a second version of it because I like these colors as well. In any case, I don't know if this one is a scrapper. I don't think this one's a scrapper. But I still really like the green glitter with the yellow gold background and the pewter Cinderella castle. That says Magic Kingdom at the bottom. This one was made in 2003, and this one has 2008 stamp. This one says my first visit to Walt Disney World, and it features a pin-on-pin element of all the parks. So Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. And it's funny that I have this pin because I personally didn't get it on my first visit to Disney World. It was a trade. And I feel funny about having it because I feel it's a sentimental pin, and for sentimental pins, you almost want to be the person that has the connection to that pin, but I'm not. So it's a little strange that, I have that pin. It's almost like those, marathon pins. Some of them are really nice princess pins, but since I didn't run that marathon, I don't feel the need to have that pin. This pin I got at the end of 2017 when they were bringing out their 2018 pins. And I really wasn't a fan of their 2018 pins, which is why I only got one of them. It features the It's a Small World ride, and I never rode that ride. So, not a fan of that. This I got in a subscription box. It is the Polynesian Resort, I believe. And I kept it just because it's really pretty and it has that metallic-y recessed element that I always talk about that I liked. So even though I've never stayed at the Polynesian Resort, I always like keeping this pin. This pin, I feel like a lot of people have, and Disney has a couple other versions of it. It's where you pull it up and you see Sorcerer Mickey. I think they have a Cheshire Cat and another pin like it. I don't know how they do this. If you know, tell me. Or maybe don't tell me because I kind of don't want the magic ruined. This is a Flower and Garden pin. Mickey is a pin-on-pin. And I love every pin with flowers on it. So I had to get this one. And I love all their pins. I have another one on the next page. It's also a Flower and Garden pin. I was obsessed with this pin when I got it. I kind of don't remember why I was so obsessed. Maybe because it was a large pin. Maybe because she was teaching and I sort of love education and that idea. I love history as well. And so Minnie is, clearly reading books. And this amphora is a pin on pin. And the pyramids are in the background. I don't know. It's really cool. It's an LE, I believe, of 500. This is a spinner pin, and I think they have a new version of this, where Tinkerbell is more prominent. This is a spinner pin of all the parks, and this is a year pin of 2016 when I went in 2016. Okay, this is more Mickey and Minnie. This pin I think is the greatest thing ever because, I was thinking about getting autographs from characters, but I figure, hey, why not just get the pin that has the autographs already in it? Because I love pins and I love autographs, and so that kind of combines the best of both worlds. This I feel like is another sentimental pin. I'm not a mom, well, I'm a dog and cat mom, but I'm not like a human mom. But someone gave this to me, so I will always keep that. This pin I got at Animal Kingdom, obviously, and I just love the simplicity of it, especially when some of the pins I get have so many colors and so many things going on and spinny functions and stuff like that. So this pin actually prompted me to collect the entire Mickey head icon collection, mystery collection, and I can show you that in another pin video. This one is the Flower and Garden pin for this year, and it's so pretty. I found this on eBay for just a few dollars. I don't think the person really cared for it, but it's definitely a real authentic Disney pin. I love the white on the bottom. I love the raised design here. I love this sort of glass and this etch in the glass. I love that Minnie is raised and these flowers are just so pretty. And this is a limited edition of 4,000. This mini icon is from Box Lunch. This is, I didn't go to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, but I had someone do a pickup for me. And this mini is her in an Asian dress, I think sort of Japanese style, and it's an open edition that's out right now. As I've said before, I love Minnie dressed up in different characters, especially princesses. So this is her in sort of a generic princess. These characters here are the Fab Five dressed up as nerds. So it's a booster set, and they also have the same set with just their heads. These two pins here came as a 2-pin set last year at the Very Merry Christmas party that I picked up. Those pins there. And this I picked up on a Disney cruise. It's a spinner. Okay, here's some more Mickey and some more Fab Five. So when I first started collecting pins, these were some of the pins that I got. It's from the Pin Trading Day in Hong Kong. I got it off of everythingdisneypins.com. I actually don't know if that's the name of the website anymore. It's the Donahoe sisters that they've been collecting pins for years, and they have a store, and they also do YouTube videos. So I'll try and find a link to whatever their current YouTube videos are now. I remember I was debating between getting Donald and Mickey and Goofy, and so I ended up getting Donald and not the Mickey, but his feathers were the same color as Donald. And I did love the blue, but I'm glad I got Goofy because in real life, those colors and that glitter is just absolutely amazing. And if I didn't mention it before, these are Hong Kong pins. I don't have a lot of pins with Huey, Dewey, and Louie, so that's an OE one that I have. And this is a Doorways to Disney pin that I have. I had a subscription once, and they gave a lot of Doorway to Disney pins. I traded most of them away, but I kept this one because I used to watch this show when I was younger. This I also got in that same subscription. I don't tweet, I quack, and I kept this because I am not on Twitter. And this is that, what was the name of that? It was characters something, like where all the characters are in photographs. I have Beast and I have Timon. It was a great mystery set. It's limited edition of 250. Okay, these are just a few of my Pixar pins. These two are from Hong Kong. It's Mike and Sully, and it's their ID badges from going to university. And so I thought that was just really cool. You know, we don't have anything like this over here in the States. And so when I saw these, I just had to get them. And the pictures are pin on pin. This I purchased at, I personally didn't. I had someone pick it up for me at the Pixar party a few years ago. The cake and the balloons are a rubberized element. These are some more of my Pixar pins. So this one moves. This is the Diamond Celebration, and I believe this is my first Diamond Celebration pin. This is an OE of Woody and Buzz Lightyear, and their arms move, which I didn't even know when I got that pin. This one with the 3D Pixar ball is also from the Pixar party. This guy, Slinky Dog, is out right now at Box Lunch, and I believe this set came from Box Lunch as well. This, I don't know if you can still get it, but it's a spinner pin that was out for a while. This is Carl and Ellie, and I love Up, but their chain is broken here. I also love the houses from Up, as you can tell. This one is from Box Lunch, and I like it a lot better than the one that's at Disney right now, the one with the little 3D marbles as balloons. And this one I was after for a very long time. Now, I don't know if this is a fake or not, but I paid a lot for it. It's really, really lightweight. So I feel like a pin I paid that much for shouldn't be this lightweight. This is the back of it. I don't know if anyone else has this pin. If you could please let me know how the back of your pin looks. I don't think it was released in the States. I feel like it was released overseas. And this pin I purchased from someone who said that it was an AP pin, and there is a small AP there. I don't have any other AP pins, so I'm not sure if that truly is an AP pin. So if you have an artist proof pin, please let me know if that's how it's supposed to look. Okay. So these are just a Stitch collection, which I don't personally collect, but I collect it sort of on behalf of my husband who loves Stitch. This dangly one is from Box Lunch, and this one is an OE pin. These are just some older pins. This one is really, really funny because this one is actually the most rare pin I own in my collection. It is LE of 150, and I believe it is a Hollywood Studios pin, soda fountain pin. I'm not a huge Winnie the Pooh fan, but this came from a booster set that I got in a subscription, and I just loved how large it was. I find that sometimes Disney does large pins very well, so I kept that. And I love this pin. I love that there's dangly elements. I love that Tigger is upside down. I love that Eeyore's tail moves. I just think it was really, really well done, and it's one of my favorites. And then these are just some Baymax pins. My husband also loves Baymax. This one was an LE pin from this year. Okay, so these guys over here on the right are a booster pack of the cuties. These I think are from Box Lunch. This I love. It sort of slides in. I wish there were more. I think there's a Lion King one, but I just wish they had made more of these. This pin is a beauty. It's Hercules. I love the blue background, and I love all the characters that are in it. It is an LE of 250, and this also came from Box Lunch. This is my Lion King set. This is Timon, that came from the same collection that Chip came from. These are from Box Lunch. These guys were a booster set. This is also Box Lunch, I believe. This one came out this year in the Food and Wine. The grub is a rubberized element, and I just love it because I feel like Disney doesn't come out with a lot of Lion King pins that are really nice, and I feel like they should because Lion King was such a great movie, if not one of my favorite Disney movies. And this pin is gorgeous. It's a stained glass and an LE of 300. So those are my pins. Sorry it went over 10 minutes, but thank you for joining me, and see you next time. Bye!